Alright, YouTubers, I'm back. Dragon X SD. Heading out for a ride. It's probably 38, 40 degrees. And want to talk a little bit politics and stuff again. Unfortunately, I'll do that a little bit, so don't get discouraged. I'll do some light, fun-hearted stuff later in the year when I'm taking trips, and won't bring politics up at all. But I want to talk about hypocrites. Political hypocrites. All these people in Washington and all these Democrat, leftist, communist, progressives that are all hypocrites. So there's a lot of things to start with on that. So where do I want to start? Well, how about, let's start with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's one of the biggest hypocrites because he says, I don't pay enough in taxes. A rich man, get that. I don't pay enough in taxes. If you believe a rich man, if you ever hear a rich man say, I need to pay more taxes, you're looking at a liar. He does not really believe that. He wants to take taxes from us working class people and people who work hard, who are in the middle class and upper middle, and extort from them. He does not want to pay more, but here's why. Warren, I'm reaching out to you, buddy. You know as well as I do that if you feel you should pay more taxes, you can do one of two things. The first is you can just cut a check to the Treasury. There are ways to do that. It has been done in the past, and there's nothing wrong with that. So whatever you feel you should pay in addition, cut a check to the Treasury, my friend. How many times have you done that? Zero. Secondly, when you do your taxes at the end of the year, Mr. Warren Buffett, do you file the 1040EZ form and don't claim any deductions, or do you itemize and take deductions? Oh, I itemize because it's legal and I'm allowed. Oh, so you're saying you're such a douchebag, that you're such a douche that you can't do it on your own. You need somebody to force you to do the right thing. If you really feel you should pay more and that's the right thing, you would do it. You would stop itemizing. You would do the 1040EZ. If you really believed in a 75% tax bracket on the wealthy, you would just take 25% of all your income, keep that, and write the rest of it out to the federal treasury. Have you done that, buddy? No, you're a giant douche. You'll never do that because you're a hypocrite. So let's start with that, and then every other rich guy who claims that. Secondly, on immigration, all these hypocrites going on about how everybody in the other countries have a right to come to America, and we don't. The president and Congress does not have a right to tell them they can't come in, and judges have a right to legislate from the bench. No, sorry. Constitution gives that right solely to the Congress and the president, and the president has, under certain circumstances, depending on whether he thinks it's an emergency or not, whether he can temporarily ban or totally ban from other countries. So all of you guys that are against that, and your leftist, communist, progressive hero is no less than FDR. You guys love FDR. You praise FDR as if he's the world's greatest. Guess what, buddy? He banned people from the United States. Sorry, he did. Not with Congress, he did it. Just like the President Trump is doing now, he did it. He said Germans and Japanese cannot come in. Oh, but we were at war with them. Yeah, we're at war now. It's called the War on Terror. You've not heard of it? Maybe there's this little event called 9/11 that you guys are unaware of that happened from people from these countries. You know, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, all these people hate us. If you think they like us, you're a fool, because they don't. But Trump is not anti-immigration. Any of you fools that think that are wrong, but that makes the leftists hypocrites. Why are they hypocrites? Because FDR can tell people not to come in, but Trump can't. Guess what, my friends? In 2011 or 2012, I think it was, Obama did the same thing. He told people from Iraq they could not come into this country. under almost the exact same executive order, almost word for word, very close. And none of you butthurt assholes, not one said anything. So, you're hypocrites. Yep, you're hypocrites. You're not consistent. If your guy does it, it's okay. If the other guy does it, it's not. Oh, I'm not letting the Republicans off the hook by any means. All through the 90s, there was stuff they complained that the Democrats were doing, and they complained and wanted to block it and wanted to stop it and were throwing fits. And then as soon as they got power, they did the same thing. And they made excuses for it when they did it. Oh, but that's different. This is the reason why. No, different circumstance, different situation, but the exact same thing when you compare them. They're hypocrites too. Almost all politicians are hypocrites. Sorry, they are. So I'm not just bashing on one side. I mean, I'm bashing on them both. But today, it's mainly the progressive communists. Why? Because I'm not a communist. I'll never be a communist. I'm for liberty. I would say libertarian, but the Libertarian Party has lost its way. I'm actually a constitutionalist, a Jeffersonian. Look up Thomas Jefferson. That's my beliefs. That's my belief. Sorry, guys, I came to a bit too quick of a stop and almost lost it. But Constitution, freedom above all. That's me. Everything for freedom. I will not give up freedom to be secure. I'll keep myself safe. Period. Myself, my family, my neighbors, we'll keep ourselves safe. Now I got a cramp. But try to stretch my leg out. But they're hypocrites. That's where they are, these leftist communists. They want to let everybody in and claim that we should not have any immigration laws. Well, Trump is not, as I was saying before, anti-immigration. His parents were immigrants. His wife is an immigrant. He's for legal immigration. Legal, okay? I work in a field that's very diverse. I work with some Chinese and some Indians and people that come from Lithuania and Moldova and places of that nature. And they are all pissed off. Not at Trump, at you leftists. They stood in line and did the right thing and came to this country properly. And it took them years and a lot of effort. And now these people are just walking across the border and breaking the laws. So, whether you want to say it or not, you want to call them undocumented workers or undocumented residents, whatever you want to do, that's a lie. They're lawbreakers, they're criminals. If their country's so crappy, they should fix their country. My people have been here since the Revolutionary War. My ancestors, my family members, direct on my wife's side too, fought for our independence and fought in the Civil War. We fought for our freedoms. Yes, we immigrated from other countries, but we did it legally. We didn't break the laws. So here's my idea, buddy. You like this undocumented worker? I'm coming to live at your guy's house. Your house is much nicer than mine. You guys, oh man. So I'm coming in and I'm going to be an undocumented resident in your house. Oh, you can't do that. You can't come on my property. Hypocrite. If they can come into the country and illegally and be undocumented, then I can come in your house and be undocumented and use everything in your house, your TV, sleep in whatever bed I want, eat your food, drive your cars. I'm just undocumented. One more, I'm going to the bank. And I'm telling them, because you guys have more money than me, and yes, this is hypothetical. There's nobody in mind. I'm going to withdraw money from your bank account. And when the bank goes, are you on this account? Are you an authorized person to take money out of this account? I'm going to say, no, I'm an undocumented. Yeah, I'm authorized. I'm just undocumented, so give me the money. If I walked into a bank and tried to take money out of an account because I'm an undocumented account holder and I forced them to do that, that'd be theft. They'd be putting me in jail for fraud. Same thing. These guys are breaking the law coming across the border. They need to get in line and do it properly, period. Oh, refugees. But isn't it a humanitarian thing, the right thing to do? Well, yeah, to take care of your fellow man and to help people out, it is the right thing to do. But when you don't know friend or foe, which is what Trump is saying, putting a temporary ban, not a permanent ban, until we can figure out who who's friend and who's foe, who's a terrorist and who's not. Right now, they don't know how to determine that. He's not going to deport anybody here on a work visa or anything else like that. That's bullcrap if you think that's what he's doing. No, this is new people coming in. But how many of you hypocrite leftists have refugees in your house? How many of you taken them in? Not any? Not none? How about Silicon Valley? How about Amazon? What is his name? Jeff Bezos, or Bozo as I call him. How you doing, Jeff Bozo? How many Syrians do you know, or people from Iran or in Iraq, how many refugees do you have in your house personally because it's the right thing to do? Zero? Shut the fuck up. Until you start walking the walk, shut the fuck up on the talk. I'm not going to listen to you, so you stop being a hypocrite. Pay more taxes voluntarily, just write a check to the Treasury, and then take refugees in. Then maybe I'll follow your example and listen to you. Till then, shut the hell up. Which brings me to another thing. The other thing that you think about these leftists and these big rich elites, people like Amazon, the CEOs and owners and creators of Amazon and Tesla and Netflix and even the iPhone, Apple people, you know, all the Silicon Valley elites down there who are throwing a fit about we need these immigrant workers because we want to be able to attract the best talent in the world. That's bullshit. That's a lie. That's a lie, and don't you believe it. That's not what they want. They want to bring in these immigrants because they work on work visas. How do I know this? Because the pharmaceutical industry does the same thing, and the pharmaceutical industry has been trying to outsource and put American workers out of business for a while in my job. And they've been unsuccessful because the Indians and the Chinese, where they tried to do it, are not as good. They're not as talented. They don't have the knowledge. They mess up a lot. They don't get anything done. It costs them more money. So it's failed. It's blown up in their face. The reason why they're doing it is not because they're noble and that's the best and there's no Americans qualified in America to do it. It's because Americans want a living wage. The Americans charge more salary, more money. They don't want to pay it because they want to protect their fat cat multi-million-dollar paychecks and payouts to their investors. It's all about the money, folks. You hear a rich man saying he wants to pay more taxes or he wants to do right by the common man, he's a liar. He wants to generate more revenue, more money, make his empire bigger, and put more money in his pocket and his investor's pocket, period. Plain and simple. That's it. I know I'm on a roll and I'm talking a little fast, so hopefully this comes out good on video, because this shit pisses me off. And a lot of you people out there are brainwashed. So I want to spark, this is not the typical motovlog, okay? I'm going to talk a little politics and controversy, and you guys don't have to agree with me, but do your homework before you comment. Make sure you don't say stupid shit. Make sure you back it up with facts, because I fact-checked everything, and I'm speaking with facts. So they want them to come in because they work for less money. These immigrants that come in work for half the price of Americans. Why is that? They're on a work permit. They're on a work visa. You have to be sponsored by a company. A company has to pay a fee. And those fees are not light. They're pretty hefty. So when you're on a work visa, you can't just quit your job if you get pissed off. You got to take all the bullshit. You got to take it. Because if you get fired, laid off, or let go, you've got a short amount of time to get employed and sponsored by another company, or they deport you. They send you back. Period. That's just how it is. That's the law. So they're slaves. They come to America and they're a slave to the corporation because they're afraid to speak up and do the right thing or quit or change because they don't want to be sent back. Some of them try to line up jobs through other companies to take over their visa and pay the fee, but that's hard. That's not easy to do because you got to find a company that's big enough and willing to pay that fee and it has a need for your talent. So that's what they want. Cheap labor. Illegal Mexicans coming across the border. That's what they want. Cheap labor. There's more than enough people in America to do every job that's out there. And I'm telling you, the people in America, the technology people, are smarter. They're smarter and they're better. They'll charge more money, but they'll get it done faster and better. They're smarter. Don't believe that we're not. We are. 1000% smarter. In my line of work, I'm probably, I don't want to sound cocky, I'm one of the best out there. I get stuff done in a fraction of the time. My coworkers that supposedly have 10, 15 years experience, but they're nationals from other countries, they're foreign nationals, what they take them maybe a week to do, I can do in a day, sometimes in a half a day. No lie. So there you go. They're just doing it for money. Plain and simple. Their bottom line. They're not looking out for you. It's not too bad out here on this big bike with this big fairing and it being only 38 degrees, or it might even only be 35. And my heated seat, this is very comfortable out here headed up toward Lancaster. I love it. But the federal government should not be forcing you to do the right thing. If they do, you're a douche. If you won't do the right thing without somebody making you do it, you're a douche. Sorry, you're a douche. So, fuck the Silicon Valley elite and their search for low wages and the destruction of America. Read in the paper today, oh, we just moved to Vancouver. Go ahead. Move your whole operation up there.